Welcome, everyone. Today, I want to share with you a powerful and timeless lesson from one of the greatest spiritual teachers in history, Gautam Buddha. Buddha's teachings have influenced countless lives, offering wisdom on how to achieve inner peace and harmony. One of his profound lessons focuses on overcoming enemies, not through aggression or retaliation, but through more enlightened means. In our modern world, conflicts and adversaries are an inevitable part of life. Whether it's a difficult coworker, a challenging family member, or even societal issues that create division, we all encounter situations where we feel at odds with others. Buddha's teachings provide us with valuable insights on how to navigate these conflicts in a way that promotes understanding and compassion rather than perpetuating hostility. Today, I will delve into 4 transformative ways to destroy your enemy as taught by Buddha. Compassion, understanding, patience, and forgiveness. These principles may sound simple, but their application can be profoundly powerful. By embracing these teachings, not only can we resolve conflicts more effectively, but we can also foster a more peaceful and harmonious world around us. First, we will explore the concept of compassion, the ability to empathize with others and respond to their suffering with kindness. Next, we will discuss understanding, which involves seeing things from another's perspective and recognizing the root causes of conflict. Following that, we'll examine patience, a virtue that helps us maintain calm and prevent the escalation of disputes. Finally, we'll look into the transformative power of forgiveness, allowing us to release grudges and move forward positively. These 4 ways are not just theoretical ideas but practical tools that can be applied in our daily lives. By integrating them into our interactions and relationships, we can turn adversaries into allies and create lasting peace within ourselves and our communities. So, let's embark on this journey together and discover how these ancient teachings can bring profound changes to our modern lives. Way 1. Compassion. Compassion is the cornerstone of Buddhist teachings and one of the most powerful tools we have for transforming our relationships and overcoming enmity. In its simplest form, compassion is the ability to understand and share the feelings of others, especially their suffering. It's about extending kindness and empathy, even to those who may not seem to deserve it. When we approach an enemy with compassion, we disarm their hostility. Instead of responding with anger or resentment, we choose to see their humanity and understand their pain. This shift in perspective can break down barriers and build bridges where there were once walls. Compassion allows us to connect on a deeper level, fostering mutual respect and understanding. Let me share a real-life example that illustrates the power of compassion in overcoming enmity. There was a man named John who had a long-standing feud with his neighbor, Mike. Their disagreements escalated to the point where they could hardly stand the sight of each other. One day, John noticed that Mike's dog had gone missing. Despite their differences, John decided to help Mike search for his beloved pet. This act of kindness surprised Mike and opened a channel for communication between them. Over time, their relationship transformed from one of hostility to one of mutual respect and even friendship. So how can we cultivate compassion in our daily lives? Here are a few tips. Practice empathy. Try to put yourself in the other person's shoes. Understand their feelings and experiences. Mindful listening. Pay full attention when someone is speaking to you. Listen not just with your ears, but with your heart. Acts of kindness. Small gestures of kindness can go a long way in showing others that you care. Self-compassion. Be kind to yourself. When you are compassionate towards yourself, it becomes easier to extend that compassion to others. By practicing these steps, we can cultivate a compassionate mindset that not only helps us overcome enemies, but also enriches our own lives. Compassion is a powerful force that can transform conflicts into opportunities for growth and connection. So let's embrace this virtue and see how it changes our interactions and relationships for the better. Way 2. Understanding. Understanding is another vital principle in Buddha's teachings that plays a crucial role in resolving conflicts and overcoming enmity. At its core, understanding involves seeing the world from another person's perspective and recognizing the reasons behind their actions and feelings. When we take the time to truly understand our enemies, we often find that their hostility is rooted in pain, fear, or misunderstanding. Understanding can be a transformative force, because it allows us to approach conflicts with empathy rather than judgment. When we understand our enemies, we can address the root causes of the conflict rather than just its symptoms. This deeper insight can lead to more effective and lasting resolutions. Let me illustrate this with a story. There was a young woman named Sarah who had a strained relationship with her colleague Emma. They frequently clashed at work, and Sarah couldn't understand why Emma seemed so antagonistic towards her. One day, Sarah decided to have an open and honest conversation with Emma. She discovered that Emma was dealing with significant personal issues at home that were affecting her behavior at work. By understanding Emma's situation, Sarah was able to approach her with empathy and offer support rather than criticism. This shift in perspective helped to mend their relationship and create a more positive work environment. So how can we develop better understanding in our own lives? Here are some actionable steps. Active listening. Pay close attention to what others are saying without interrupting or planning your response. Truly listen to their words and emotions. Ask questions. Show genuine interest in the other person's perspective by asking open-ended questions that encourage them to share more about their thoughts and feelings. Practice empathy exercises. Engage in activities that help you see things from another person's point of view, such as role-playing or reading literature that explores diverse experiences. Reflect on your own biases. Be aware of your own preconceptions and how they might affect your understanding of others. By incorporating these practices into our daily lives, we can cultivate a mindset of understanding that helps us navigate conflicts with greater wisdom and compassion. Understanding is not just about resolving disputes, but about building deeper connections and fostering a more harmonious world. Let's commit to seeing beyond our own perspectives and embracing the rich complexity of human experiences around us. Way 3. Patience. Patience is a virtue that holds immense significance in Buddhist philosophy and is a powerful tool in preventing the escalation of conflicts. In a world where instant gratification is often the norm, practicing patience can be challenging but incredibly rewarding. Patience allows us to remain calm and composed, even in the face of provocation or adversity, giving us the clarity to respond thoughtfully rather than react impulsively. When we exercise patience, we create space for understanding and compassion to flourish. It helps us see beyond the immediate conflict and recognize the bigger picture. Patience prevents us from saying or doing things we might later regret and gives us the opportunity to approach situations with a level head. Let me share a story that highlights the power of patience in resolving conflicts. There was a revered king named Ashoka who once ruled over a vast empire. Early in his reign, Ashoka was known for his ruthlessness and ambition. However, after witnessing the devastating effects of war, he embraced Buddhism and its teachings on patience and nonviolence. In one particular instance, Ashoka faced a rebellion within his kingdom. Instead of reacting with force, he chose to exercise patience. He took the time to understand the grievances of the rebels and addressed their concerns through dialogue and negotiation. This approach not only quelled the rebellion, but also strengthened the unity of his empire. So how can we cultivate patience in our daily lives? Here are some techniques. Mindfulness meditation. Practicing mindfulness helps us become more aware of our thoughts and emotions, allowing us to respond with patience rather than react impulsively. Breathing exercises. Simple breathing exercises can help calm our minds and bodies, making it easier to remain patient in stressful situations. Reflect on consequences. Before reacting, take a moment to consider the potential consequences of your actions. This pause can help you choose a more patient response. Set realistic expectations. Understand that change takes time, and setbacks are part of the process. Setting realistic expectations can help you maintain patience through challenges. By incorporating these techniques into our lives, we can develop greater patience and navigate conflicts with wisdom and grace. Patience is not just about waiting, but about maintaining inner peace amidst turmoil. Let's embrace this virtue and see how it transforms our interactions and relationships for the better. Way 4. Forgiveness. Forgiveness is one of the most transformative principles in Buddha's teachings. offering profound emotional and psychological benefits. It involves letting go of grudges, resentment, and the desire for revenge. Forgiveness is not about condoning wrong actions, but about freeing ourselves from the burden of anger and bitterness. When we forgive, we release the hold that negative emotions have over us, allowing us to move forward with a lighter heart. The act of forgiving an enemy can be incredibly powerful. It breaks the cycle of retaliation and opens the door to healing and reconciliation. Forgiveness helps us see our enemies not as irredeemable adversaries, but as human beings capable of change and growth. One compelling story of forgiveness comes from Nelson Mandela, who spent 27 years in prison under South Africa's apartheid regime. Upon his release, rather than seeking revenge against those who had oppressed him, Mandela chose the path of forgiveness. He worked tirelessly to unite a divided nation and promote reconciliation between former enemies. Mandela's ability to forgive not only transformed his own life, but also had a profound impact on an entire country, helping to pave the way for a more just and peaceful society. So how can we cultivate forgiveness in our own lives? Here are some methods. Journaling. Writing about your feelings can help you process emotions and gain clarity. Reflect on the situation and your reasons for holding on to resentment. Guided meditations. Engage in meditations specifically focused on forgiveness. These can help you visualize letting go of anger and embracing peace. Empathy. Exercises. Try to understand the perspective of the person who wronged you. Recognize their humanity and potential for change. Self-compassion. Be kind to yourself and acknowledge that holding on to anger harms you more than anyone else. Forgiving others can be a form of self-care. By practicing these methods, we can develop a forgiving mindset that not only helps us overcome enmity, but also enriches our own well-being. Forgiveness is a powerful force for personal transformation and social harmony. It allows us to break free from the chains of past grievances and create a future filled with peace and understanding. Let's embrace forgiveness as a way to heal ourselves and our relationships, fostering a world where compassion and understanding prevail over hatred and division. To summarize, Gautam Buddha's teachings offer us 4 transformative ways to overcome our enemies: compassion, understanding, patience, and forgiveness. Each of these principles provides us with a powerful tool for resolving conflicts and creating deeper connections with others. Compassion allows us to see our enemies through the lens of empathy, disarming hostility, and building bridges where there were once walls. By practicing compassion, we can turn adversaries into allies and create a more harmonious environment. Understanding helps us to see things from another's perspective, uncovering the root causes of conflict and addressing them thoughtfully. Through active listening and empathy exercises, we can develop a deeper understanding of those we perceive as enemies, leading to reconciliation and peace. Patience teaches us to remain calm and composed in the face of provocation, preventing the escalation of conflicts. Techniques like mindfulness meditation and breathing exercises can help us cultivate patience, allowing us to respond with wisdom rather than react impulsively. Forgiveness offers us the opportunity to let go of grudges and resentment, freeing ourselves from the burden of anger. By embracing forgiveness, we can transform our own lives and foster a more just and peaceful world. Journaling, guided meditations, and empathy exercises are effective methods for developing a forgiving mindset. These teachings are not just theoretical concepts, but practical tools that we can apply in our daily lives. By integrating compassion, understanding, patience, and forgiveness into our interactions, we can create a more peaceful and harmonious world. I encourage you to reflect on these principles and consider how you can apply them in your own life. Share your experiences in the comments below. Let's learn from each other and grow together on this journey towards inner peace and harmony. Thank you for watching, and may Buddha's wisdom guide you towards a more compassionate and understanding life.